shows. Hello. Best of audio I'll enable that. Yeah, welcome everyone. I hope this is working. Mic test, let me know. Um, so welcome to the Helter Skelter tournament hosted by Royal Clan. And this is CGS. We have a very cracking 2v2 tournament going. I'm proud to cast the first game. So it's going to be the series between Ezad and Julian versus KingOfOsmane and Kaister here. Can listen to background noise. Okay. I hope it's not too distracting. As long as the audio is clear, I'll try to tweak that those settings maybe later. But I hope it's workable. Uh, I think we have the go ahead from the players, so I'll quickly uh, go for it. Oh, so we have a recorded game from them already. I think let's just wait a couple of minutes for more people to roll in, and I think then we can start with game one. Where do I put the recorded games? So yeah guys, spam your discords, call your friends. You don't want to miss this tournament team games. We'll go live with game one in just a couple of minutes. Yeah. Welcome Tom. Tom redeemed the sound alert. Yep. I sure am excited. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's start into game one. So just while the game is loading up, let me tell you a couple of things about this tournament. So in fact, so this was an invitation-only tournament. We have 5 teams, and even the teams were selected blindly. So no, so the teams, so this wasn't premeditated. Ezad and Julian did not team up together. Neither did KingOfOsmane and Kaister. If you're wondering about these pairings, because to me this seems like a very unlikely pairing, personally, knowing these players. So yeah, so the format here is that 10 players were invited and they signed up, and then there was a randomizer ran to select their teams. And you can see here we already have the SIF flags in for all the 3 games, so it's going to be best of 3, and all 3 games are going to be played. So the format is that every team will play every other team, and whoever comes out on top in series wins. The top 2 teams will progress to the finals, and it's winner takes all. Also, one interesting thing is all these matchups were also pre-decided. So all the players submitted their own silves, the silves they are best at, and there was a randomizer which was developed by the Royal Clan, and that decided all these matchups. So even the player uh, knew the matchups before going into this tournament, but all these are random. So there is no strategy going on, there is no counter picking going on. It is truly testing, you know, their knowledge and practice between the players. So yeah, with that context, let's dive into game number one. I hope that transition was clean, and now I'll quickly launch the game. Yeah, so game number one, we have between Ezad, Julian, and Kaister, KingOfOsmane. So Kaister playing as his USA. Just a second. I think. Okay, so Pratyush is saying I have a black screen issue. Only game mouse visible. Okay, I'll quickly pause the rec and let's try and fix that quickly. So I have the game capture on. Okay, you can't even hear that's even the audio though. That is okay. You can hear and the game mouse. Okay, sorry guys, give us a minute. Facing some issue with the overlay. Hey Robot, not the games apps. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. You know, you'll be proud of me. I actually managed to set up the overlay with the friend of Pratyush. So, but Robert, so what we're doing is I switched the scene to game capture, and the game capture source does say AV3DE, but we are still getting black screen. So if we can help with that, that will be quite good. Can I turn off the noises in the background? I mean, then I'll, sort of melt to death in the summer. But yeah, I'll try to use some noise suppression filter in a bit. But yeah, first priority is to start the game. Yeah, just give me a minute. So yeah, sorry ladies and gentlemen, we had a minor technical glitch. You know, all CJ streams cannot start smooth. What can I say? Let's hope the game is smoother though. So yeah, let's begin with game one quickly. So yeah, we have Ezad playing his Aztec in the color blue in the top left of the map. We have his teammate Julian, Team 1 Ezad Julian in the color team playing his Germany. We have Kaister here playing USA in the bottom right of the map, and we have the color red. Oh, sorry, Kaister playing the USA in the color red, and we have here KingOfOsmane playing Portugal in the color green. So it's going to be a team game. All the map. Uh, so we have a cool land map here with the trading posts. Pretty sure Portugal and some of these Julian will want to go for an early trading post. Never mind, Julian is going for a is going for a market start. KingOfOsmane is also going for a market start. So no starting trading post from any of these players. I don't think USA goes for the market start. Going for the German immigrants, so it signals to be more of an H2 play where Kaiser will be dropping a lot of mills to the USA and sort of get this settler wagon economy going. Ezad on the other hand playing the Aztec 5-bit market start, pretty standard here from him. Going with the 3 villagers, has a team deck 2v2. Any interesting cards? Has team 3 villagers, which is worth 6 villagers. A strong team game deck. But yeah, it's already I can feel it. It's so hard to keep up with the action in a 2v2. I'll try to pause sometimes in between and hopefully I can do a good enough job. So interesting scouting patterns by both. Potential treasure contention, but Kaiser is going back. Look at that, 12 by 10 age of hitting age to add 2 minutes mark with the delivery politician. Already 1 mil going down. KingOfOsmane going for a Furrier card. Interesting. And he has a lot of crates in H2. So I don't think it will be a sort of plain FF or some 10 by 10 forward TC builds from him. Julian on the other hand, going with the 16 villager age up, is trying to micro this treasure 100 foot in the exact time will help speed his age up instead of the usual 17 villager age up with Germany. Ezad here going with the elder age up. So I think that's the age of where you get the Warhead Trevor. So we'll keep an eye out where that Warhead will go. Will it go forward for a potential rush or map control or wherever it will go? Let's not keep the let's remove the forward war for a second here. I mean again 2v2 guys, so hard to keep up with all the action here. KingOfOsmane, I think he is chopping wood for a TP, going for a standard start. Julian going for a trading post again. Do we see any forward villagers yet? No forward villagers from either player. Forward war, they don't even know where their enemies' TCs are. Both heroes from Team Julian Ezad going to build a trading post. Let's look at Kaister's macro. He's already H2. He's the first guy to hit H2 here. Do not see any forward villages from him. Going for this card, advanced homesteading. So this will help him build mills, get XP, and these mills will spawn settler wagon because of this, German immigrant start. Yet to see, so yeah, in-home barracks from Kaister. I think he knows, being a Aztec player himself, that Aztec have a very dangerous rush, and especially with the ally like Portuguese, uh, they will sort of probably outboom their opponents, and it's probably wiser to start at home. Even going for 6-7 fattened cows and another 2 milk card. So yeah, this looks like a greedy USA build. Ezad here also going pretty greedy, so I think greed is the name of the game in the team games. Going for team 3 villagers and followed by 700 wood. Don't see any warrior tree shooting as of yet. Does have a forward warhead. Uh, KingOfOsmane though going for a sort of stable opening. Both town centers quite defensively though. 700 coin is the first card will help him spam Hazard. I think he has steel traps and Furrier for his economy. Ooh, nice 140 gold treasure here by me. Have they scouted the FP though? They are yet to scout the Ezad and Julian FP though. Let's have a look at Julian. Julian already getting uh, 4 Ulans out, 2 from the age of total of 6 Ulans. I think he's microing for the CDP treasure. Already has teaming 3 villagers from his Aztec mate, going for 700 gold. Pretty standard opening here, I would say. So what's the plan here? So Kaiser trying to poke at some regulars. These are basically muskets with 14 range. People are asking why the so many mills. So firstly, the mills give you a lot of experience, and all these mills will give you XP. But we have the first push here, a lot of coyote and cab versus the musketeers, and look at this Pokemon armor. Interesting opening from Team Ezad Julian though. Did go for a pure cab opening versus sort of the regular or the musketeer opening from Kaister. Now shipping Mace behind this. So I think it's going to be quality Mace Yulan composition versus a must-miss composition from Team King and Kaister. Uh, they're both so yeah. So King went from 700 coins, 600 coins, trying to mask Star here. Portuguese, usually we see them, FF is the stronger build for them, but versus these Seals really need some cavalry here. Let's have a look at Kaister. Kaister, yep, continuously queuing regulars, even has these Minutemen from USA, spawn sort of for free, and retain half their health, so always pretty strong. On a 22 villager eco with 5 settler wagons, uh, does he have a triple though? I don't think he has a triple right now, but does have these 6 semi-pattern towers also, and most of the market types. So pretty decent economy from him. KingOfOsmane also on 23 villagers, and Furrier, and now going for economic theory. Wow, greed abound here. I think all the players are going greedy. He's had team 3 villagers, 700 coins, 9 mace, now 5 villagers. So pretty decent economy for Aztec, also going for Coyote's composition. Julian going for the raid here actually, and sending some cav back to sort of catch his own raids. Uh, let's have a look at Julian. Julian actually going for double stable. King of Osman not losing any villagers here, pretty smart. Might even get in a raid here, but Julian catching that. So we have a sort of a push coming from Kaister here. Kaiser and King, they know that Julian is raiding hard with all that cavalry, which will not be available in the fight. So they uh, try to 2v1 Ezad here at his forward PH. What is the response of Ezad? Ezad trying to pop in these 4 crawler knights and trying to hold while Julian comes in. This should be a decent trade for Kaister, but Ezad has a lot of mass here, to be honest. Yeah, this looks like a cleanup when these Ulans come in. This is just an overwhelming amount of mass from Team Ezad and Julian. The base getting 3 shots on the regulars, Cav snaring, all the Hasar have been already dealt with. What's what's the remass potential? So King will get another 5 months out. Julian is already on 21 Yulan with a big batch of 10 more Yulan. Uh, Kaiser just has few regulars coming in. And look at Ezad's 34 maces. Oh man. So Team Kaiser and King were trying to be cheeky, trying to 2v1 Ezad here when Julian was away raiding with his cap. But probably it was a trap from Ezad himself. Ezad just had the overwhelming mass, and they were trying to 2v1 Ezad, but just got cleaned there. So a quick game 1, 9-minute game 1 here. Pretty interesting builds from both teams, I think, but just the sheer military unit pop from Team Ezad and Julian. Just look at that mass. And look at that trade. They barely lost anything, and this that mass steamrolled the regular and the Asmas from Team King and Kaister. Yeah, so let's update the score. Let me quickly see the chat. What are the comments? But yeah, that was a quick game one. Resources wise, the European civs are ahead. Julian King, but it was just look at just Ezad's mass there. Look at that. 37 Yunan, 35 Mace, and a lot of those Prowler Knight Pop, the Coyote, the Pokemon Army, the Converted Treasure Guardians, the Forward Warhead. This is why it's always so risky to push out it in a Warhead. But yeah, game one going to Team Julian Ezad. Worst voice ever. Oh man, that hurts to read. But yeah, I hope I'll try to sort that out by the next stream, guys. I still hope it's just bear with me. That's my plea. Let's quickly update the score here. So Team Ezad Julian 1, uh, Team King Kaister 0. Let's update the player results as well. Look, just can we take a minute to appreciate this wonderful UI, guys? Look at those Civ flag results, the background. Shout out to Pratyush and the Royal guys for setting up this overlay. It's just a pleasure as a caster with myself to sort of maneuver with this. Let me try to turn the fan noise down. Just give me a second, guys. I hope this is a bit better. I lowered the fan speed, adjusted some things. But yeah, this is what you'll have to make do with for now. I hope it's not too much of a hassle. So we have the second recorded game as well, and we will dive into game 2 very soon. Better than before? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. That's good to know. But yeah, guys, so yeah, Julian Ezad taking a quick game one against King Kaister. Let's dive into game two. Yeah, that transition sound is so satisfying. So let's try to load the recorded games. We all had the Skelter game two. Yeah, so we have game two now. Oh, we have good old Texas. So we have Ezad playing the Ethiopia in the top right of the map. We have Julian playing the Portuguese this time in the top left of the map in the color purple. We have Kaiser's Ottoman. Oh, I think the scariest shifts for Kaiser are definitely, I think, his war chief shifts and then his Ottoman. So Kaiser going for a trading post. So we'll watch out what the player openings are because particularly as Ottoman, you have a lot of flexibility. You can go for TP, you can go for Moss, you can go for house, you can even ignore the house and go for capitalism. But yeah, let's see what he goes for here. So he goes for a mosque and a trading post, and he's chopping wood. So it's probably going to be a house and three villagers. KingOfOsmane, playing it standard, that starts with 200 wood. Sometimes people like to go for a market, but I think he'll save the wood for the bank, which is the usually the wiser thing to do, unless you get pretty good treasures. Julian, on the other hand, also went for the market. That's pretty interesting. I think in 1v1 at least the meta is to go for a trading post as the Portuguese and not for the market. But I think maybe in team games the market pays off better. Especially, because in team games you might not go for an FF, while a FF favors a trading post way more. Ezad, I think pretty standard Ethiopia start. Oh, one thing to note, these African ships especially benefit from livestock because he can trade and fatten it at the market. So, that's one thing we'll try to watch out for. Yep, Ezad using the speed of his hero also to sort of get the livestock near Kaister's town center. Julian going for the Fitoria card, but yeah, indeed has sort of a FF focused deck. So I think it will be on Ezad to sort of defend any timings in H2 or keep the players busy, while Julian will go for a quick FF. Uh, One good cool thing about this map also is you have a safe parallel trading post line to your starting town centers, so you can even go for a easy safe stagecoach play. Uh, so Julian going up with the naturalist. uh, how greedy is Julian. So that's the two settler, two semi-fattened cow ager. So that's not going to be the fastest FF in the world, I believe. Let's see. He might even go for a semi-FF. But yeah, we'll have a look. Watch out on Julian. King, let's have a look at King's deck. Pretty standard deck. Has most of the cards you will need. Nothing fancy. It doesn't look like an FFFI deck. Is macroing for the H1 bank. Kaiser, on the other hand, going for three wills and capitalism. Deck called standard. Again, has all the H2, H3 standard cards. Don't see any gimmicky revolts or FFFI from him. Which is, sometimes players love to do that in team games. Ooh, we do see have some forward Yoroks or Ottoman villages going. So, interesting to see what their composition will be. I mean, you can go Jan Abus, you can go Jan Skirm, you can go Dutch can go Cav, while you can go infantry. Kaiser even going for the second trading post. Julian finally adding his own trading post. We'll watch out where the second town center will go. This trading post might die to a sort of an FP from these guys. They have not scouted the FP yet. Ezad getting some nice treasures. What is Ezad aging up with? With the Sudanese. So we'll watch out for that as well. Kaiser is up with the 400 word. Might go for an instant stagecoach. Dropping down the racks also. Will he go for Azars? That would be interesting to see. Where is Julian's town center? Julian's town center instantly going in base. Kaiser going a bit greedy, putting a barracks. Might just go for a few ASAPs to seize this town center. Going 2 TP stagecoach behind this and 5 villages. Pretty greedy. Oh, actually going for Jams instead of the ASAPs. What about King here? King did have one bank, going for the second bank, 700 wood. We'll see whether he chooses to put down a stable or a military building with that, or will he decide to sort of, boom behind that. Ezad, on the other hand, where is Ezad? So there's the mountain monastery from him. There's the healer that he saved, another mountain monastery. Native embassy here, using two Red Sea wagons, will build war camps with these. And 700 coin indicates to me that he'll go for some sort of H2 mass. I think they have finally scouted the FP. So they know they need some units while Julian is aging. Julian is going for a naked FF here. Let's see what he age up with. Tutorial into 700 coin, pretty standard FF build. So he's aging up with the excited coin, which will be the fast ager politician. Let's see whether he sends 700 coin in transition to get a barrage or something down. Yes, he does. KingOfOsmane going full boom behind this. Actually has added a stable, but yeah, went pretty greedy. So it's going to the classic 4 bank opening into Hussar. So Jan has time from him. Do we see any artillery foundry or second military building from Kaister? Not yet, but it's given a healthy economy for ornaments. 5 villagers, 2 TP stagecoach, has killed Julian's trading post. Now I think he might even go for this 120 wood treasure, food treasure actually. Ezad massing gas Kenya, I think. Wait. These are the dervish. So he's going gas Kenya dervish. Maybe we need some cover for the potential organ gun pop from Julian. Julian on the other hand, adding a stable with the 700 wood, very defensive town centers from him. Although this map does have pretty safe resources for the first 10-12 minutes of the game. Let's see if King decides to age behind this because they know the organs will come in. So we have a push coming in here. They know Julian has aged, so they're trying to sort of 2v1 Ezad, giving me the game 1 vibes where they try to do this against us Ezad in game 1, but ended up paying the price because they overcommitted. Kaiser also going for a semi-FF behind us, so it's a 15 Jan semi. Ooh, nice raid there by KingOfOsmane. Ooh, almost got trapped by the Shotels there by Ezad. So Ezad going gas Kenya, some dervish, even adding Shotel. Ooh, King maybe suiciding his Hussar for an extra villager. Might not pay off, but Ezad is not noticing and losing this villager. So Ezad is already down 2 villagers. Might actually lose some of these Abrams here. What is King and Kaiser's response after seeing this? So these Abrams are pretty tanky. So not going to lose them just yet. So Julian going for the Dragoon Organ Gun unit combo here. Kaiser adding his own artillery foundry, sending his Jans here. KingOfOsmane also aging. Kaiser is also aging. Kaiser aging with the Exiled Prince himself. So I think it's going to be a Jan cannon composition. I'm interested to see whether he'll add some Abus or will he just go, GOA style Falconets here. That'll be very interesting to see. Ezad meanwhile is sort of massing in age 2 and sending Team 3 villagers again. Ezad loves this card, I suppose. But yeah, nice raids by KingOfOsmane. Ezad is down 4 villagers now this game. So Julian's Dragoon is finally coming to help. So I think this will be the time for Julian and King. Sorry, Julian and Ezad. They have a nice mass from Ezad and they have the 3 organ guns from Julian. And they have scouted that both their opponents have gone for Ace3 themselves. So this is the time to push if ever. What is Kaiser's first shipment? Kaiser going greedy, 1k wood. Does not have veteran Jans yet. Adding in April, 2 big organ gun volleys here. Look at those organ gun volleys. Already lost 2 Jans, 4-5 Jans and low HP here. They were trying to save their stagecoach trading post but paid the price. I wonder if the shipment should have been 2 Falconets here. What is King doing? Julian shipping 1k wood behind it. King going double Reuters. Interesting. Jan, Reuter, and we have Gas Kenya, Shotel, Dragoon. Both teams love their anti-cap units. So King is on 5 bans though. So let's see what he can do. He's deciding to be annoying with some Reuters. Rest going back. Did go 1k wood. King and Kaiser are so greedy. But look at that, 1 Culf coming in, veteran Jans coming in. I think they'll wait for the Culf before pushing to these Auger mass. What is Ezad doing? Ezad massing more and more Shotels. They know they have a time limit. They are trying to siege Kaister's TC. They want to surround any shipment that might pop from the town center. This seems like a trap, though. What is Kaister's shipment? Look at KingOfOsmane, 1k wood into cap combat and pure Reuters. Uh, Kaister going Jan Avis now. Will Oregon get another volley? Ooh, now the two Culverins are out. This is go time for Team King and Kaister. The scores are neck and neck. This is the big fight we have. Culverins getting. Look at that micro. One Culverin focusing one organ each. That's beautiful to see. And now Team Ezad has to go back. There are not enough. There's not enough infantry or light infantry to sort of counter this Reuter Jan mass. Ezad still stuck in H2. I think he's trying to macro for that. Might lose his mountain monasteries and these tables, so if he's not careful. They have no way to deal with these Culverins for now. Is Julian adding his own Culverins? Julian going for double Dragoon and even range cavalry Caracoon. So he's committing heavy to the Dragoon composition. I think Team Ezad desperately needs some light infantry, some skirmisher type units. KingOfOsmane, look at this greed, man. Look at this greed. Second town center as Dutch, 1k would cap combat, and even going Bank of Amsterdam for a potential 6th bank. Being annoying with these Reuter raids. Reuters will do good against these Hotel warriors. Kaiser, on the other hand, also building a second TC here, getting some map control. Has rebuilt his stagecoach trading post which he earlier lost. Now researching the villager upgrades. All of Ezad's eco getting pushed back here. This is looking good for Team Kaister and KingOfOsmane. Ezad finally going H3. I think he wants to get the Neftania or the strong Ethiopian skirmishers in. But right now they can't. They have no answer for this even march from Team King and Kaister. He has more Reuters and Dragoons, and Kaiser has this big Janibus mass who almost lost his mountain monastery for free. Some good micro there by Ezad. So Julian has his own Culverins out, trying to preempt the two Falconet shipment from him. But yeah, this will be tough to hold. Julian going cool artillery composition here, trying to buy some time for Ezad's economy to escape. But yeah, they are sort of boxed in. Team King and Kaiser have taken map control. They have pushed all their economy back, and even catching these Culverins. These Culverins from Julian going down for free. Julian does have a very respectable economy though, 68 villagers, but again he does not have any map control for that economy to run wild. Meanwhile, KingOfOsmane freely gathering 2 town centers, even 6 banks, just flooding in Reuters. Look at this mass. So Shotel's killing the Culverins of Kaister, and he's at adding Neftania. Finally, some skirmisher type units. But look at this. No villages on food, all his economy is idle. These Ables gunners will do good damage versus this Neftania. Julian even going for a triple minute pop from his town center just to hold this. Nice volleys from the Olympians. So they have nice cover behind this house and arsenal. These dragoons are pretty jacked. But yeah, these are just too low of a skirmisher mass. And yeah, that's GG right there. Very well played from Team Kaiser and King, I have to say. That first push was looking a bit dicey from them. Both players decided to go semi-FF here after doing some damage on Julian's trading post and Ezad's economy. And with Julian's Dragoons, Organs, and Ezad's scary H2 mass, they had a nice time in going there. Let's look at the miniature now. Yeah, look at this timing. This timing was pretty scary at 9 minutes, but uh, Kaiser and King doing a good job, keeping their calm, waiting for the Culverin to snipe the Organ guns, and just took very good trades here. I think Ezad overmade Shotel Warriors, and while the composition was just Jan Reuters, and King had a nice mass of Reuters flooding in, and they had just not enough cover for those organ guns, and against that big wall of Reuters and Janissaries here. Then Kaiser and King retook the map control. Julian had very good economy, but Ezad just had no mass and he was stuck in H2, and just the counter push was just too strong for them. So yeah, that's my recap of game number two. Let's quickly update the score, and then let's go into the final game of this best of three. Let's read the chat. I hope the sound is better. Which team won? So Robot, feast your eyes on this beautiful UI. So Ezad and Julian took game one versus them. It was a quick game one, not gonna lie. So King of Osmane and Kaiser sort of overcommitted under Ezad's forward war hut, and just got punished for that. But they coming back strong in game number two. Let me update the Civ results as well. So yeah, we have one each, and now we have the final game of this best of three, which will be France, Ezad's France, Julian's Russia versus King of Osmane's France, and Kaiser's Lakota. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Can we have some bets in the chats? Can we have some hype in the chat? Who do you think will take game three here? Who do you think has the better set composition here? I think they're still in game three. So let's try to see if we can catch them live. Otherwise, you'll just wait for the recorded game from them. Will we be able to find the game though? Is the question. Platypus Finder saying France Dakota versus France Russia sounds scary. Scary for which? Scary for which team though? I think France Lakota are both more cav heavy civs. Actually, the new Lakota has a very decent uh, infantry warhead push also. Uh, hmm. Yeah, it's really tough to call. One thing to note is that French is King of Osmane's strongest civ, arguably, and Lakota is also Kaiser's top three civs. So I have to give the slight edge to King and Kaiser here, just because both of them are playing one of the strongest civs. Ezad's French and Julian's Russia. I haven't seen Julian play Russia too much, but I know that Julian has his game knowledge down pat, and he plays every civ, and he's at French, he can expect anything from him. So it's surely going to be a pretty interesting game. Hmm. So I'm not able to find the game just yet, so we might have to wait for the recorded game, guys. So we just got a message from the players. They have just finished the game, so we should be able to get the recorded game soon, and we'll bring you the third game in this best of three. But yeah, man, I personally thought, I'm a team enjoyer myself. Personally, whenever I play team games, they tend to go way longer than, sort of 1v1s. But both game 1 and game 2 were so intense, so fast. Uh, I mean, I couldn't even, it was hard to keep track of the things that happened. They just happened so quickly. So pro players are just showing us the tempo of team games, how fast these games can swing. So yeah, we have game 3 ready. Let's dive into it. Ooh, so we have one of the OG maps. We have a classic Siberia team game here. Let's remove the lock on, view lock on. So we have Julian spawning in the color red in the top left of the map as Russia. We have Ezad in the top right of the map in the color blue playing his French. And we have KingOfOsmane in the top right of the map, sorry, bottom right of the map playing French himself. And we have Kaister's Lakota. I mean, I was really hoping to see Kaiser play his war chiefs, and we are getting that in game 3. I think this is definitely uh, the most interesting matchup uh, till date in this series at least. So yeah, let's see what these players have in store for us. So usually French likes to go for an early trading post. Yep, he's at sending his hero for that trading post most likely. Julian microing for this nice juicy 95 wood treasure there. So he might even drop down a market. Yeah, which he is doing. Remember guys, the specialty of the map Siberia, every player starts with an in-base tower. So rushing on this map is even more difficult. So players tend to go for a more economic start as we are seeing here. And that wood treasure really helps as well. King of Osmane and Ezad going for the trading post. Ooh, King will get a later pass. Will Ezad get the trading post pass is the question though. Yeah, I think he will. I think he definitely will. And has the shipment ready. Oh, both players have the shipment ready, I guess. So that will not be a big factor here. Let's have a look at the treasures. Julian 95 word, King 70 word, Kaister 40 word. He's at 80 food. Julian 15 coin. So yeah, treasure hunting has been on top for both of these teams till date. I'm interested to see whether anyone is going for a quick 12-10 or some sort of timing like that. Uh, Not yet. Both French players making a house, going for the standard stuff. Uh, Kaiser also going for a trading post and a in-base TP. Lakota obviously does not need to make any houses. They start with 200 population. They are a nomadic war chief Sif, so that's their specialty. You do have some H4 cards. Don't think we'll see an FI though in this matchup. Look at this. Both teammates playing in sync to get the big juicy wood treasures. Lakota deciding to go for a 14 mil age up. Julian also going for a 14 mil age up here. King going for a 13 mil age up. I think he had some good treasures because usually French does like to go for a 14 villager age up. Going for a quick 13 age up. Ezad also going for a 13 will age up and even faster than King of Osmane there though. I'll be interested to see if Lakota decides to put like two warriors on the trading line and maybe take the stagecoach route. But yeah, that'll be a very difficult play versus Russia, though, I feel. I think French Russia will outscale and outboom Lakota for sure. So maybe it's on Lakota to make something happen. Maybe a quick H2 timing or maybe a quick H3 timing. Let's see what they'll do though. Uh, Kaister aging up to the chief, so no fast age up into those 4 axe raids that keep us awake at night whenever we are playing 3v3 team games. KingOfOsmane getting even more treasures, has nice nice scouting line of sight, saving his scout at 12 HP. That's pretty clutch. Let's look at the scouting of Team Julian Ezad. What is this macro though? Pretty interesting. We do not even have a forward warrant from Julian yet, or rather a blockhouse. Looks like this wood is for steel traps. Maybe he'll go for an in-base sort of blockhouse here. So, and what's this? We have 700 coin from Julian. So we have already a sort of a different opening than the regular meta. This looks to me like an FF. Maybe he will even go for the church card and go for those ordered raccoons, or those guard raccoons, and some sort of a cannon timing. Ezad, on the other hand, going for a stable, does have 700 coin follow up here. Hmm. Signals to me like a 5 cap semi. Uh, let's see what he chooses to do with that. Kaister, on the other hand, going very greedy. In base Warheart, making some clubs to defend any raids. 700 foot is the first card, followed by Great Hunter. This is basically spice trade, 20% gather rate, and you'll get some food back. So yeah, pretty economic heavy play here. Might get punished with a big timing from Julian. What is a guy KingOfOsmane doing? So yeah, sort of forward stable here on the top right. Interesting placement. Usually in team games you want to make your FP in the center so you can cover the map and help pose your allies. Ezad also going for an FF. This is the double FF from Team Ezad Julian. Let's switch to their perspectives. Yep. Julian went 700 coins, 700 gold. Uh, yeah, so I think team Kaister smell something up. They scouted the in-base sort of blockhouse from Russia. They don't expect any push coming in. So Kaiser immediately going to siege down that French trading post. Look at KingOfOsmane getting such nice raids in both games. Look at that defend mode raids, hiding some villagers, killing one already. He's at almost up now. What will be his combo? Will be Boom Falconet? Are we expecting a double Boom Falconet play from these players? I have not seen the church card shipped yet. Julian even adding a staple. Interesting. See, I don't think an FF Russia can afford both to might lose a villager here. Yeah, lovely micro biking. Lovely micro biking. Blocking that villager's path, retreat path. Uh, but yeah, 7-minute FF from both Ezad and JulianK. What is Team Kaister's reaction? So King preparing to age himself, has the better eco definitely. Some raids going on even here. Ezad getting 5 dragoons to deter the raids, 1k gold. Julian, on the other hand, does not have a shipment yet. Kaister trying to be annoying, seeking the houses. Not sure if it'll work. You have the blockhouse, you have the town center fire going. Julian immediately putting down a town center defensively and sending 1k gold. What is this team meta, guys? Everybody FFing and going for 1k wood first. They're all 3 TC enjoyers, I think. So now Do we have a barracks or any sort of strillet composition from these guys? Kaiser also following this up in age 3. Ezad's Dragoons trying to chase these club warriors from Lakota. Behind this, Kaiser has a 21 villager eco with the trading post alive, with the great hunter in. He's at 24 CDB, KingOfOsmane also 24 CDB, but I believe he has the better market checks. And following up with the 1K wood again. Nice micro here by Ezad. KingOfOsmane scouting the second TC. They haven't scouted Julian's second TC yet though. Ezad going full Dragoons. I was expecting like a sort of, maybe a 2 Falconet shipment here, but they want to go full Dragoons. Julian on the other hand, 1K word, veteran Shrillet. So I think it's going to be Dragoon Shrillet play uh, with Boomin behind 2 town centers. Will Julian even hand a third town center is my question. Ezad knows he aged up faster than King, so immediately goes on to pressure him. He knows he had the slight Dragoon advantage. What is KingOfOsmane's reaction? Who uses the villager here? Is only on one stable yet, trying to gather his 1K wood. His hero is alive, probably would want to place his second TC himself. So I think the composition is Dragoons from both the French players, maybe Falconets, and the Lakota and Russia guy going for the light infantry. So Kaiser is going for this Wakina rifle mass from his war hut, even himself putting down a second town center. Julian is going for Strelets, and look at that greed already. Refrigeration at 10 minutes into the game. 2 town center refrigeration. Oh man. I wouldn't want to play late game versus Julian for sure. KingOfOsmane losing that scout. Veteran Strelets coming in to sort of cover this economy. So scores very neck and neck. Julian and Ezad both took some early pressure. Julian lost a couple of villagers, but they were both faster to age 3 and got their town center economies up faster. So they'll have the slight scaling advantage, especially Julian with the 3 TCs. Remember, Russian villagers train faster than regular villagers. So this is almost like these 3 TCs are equivalent of 4.5 TCs for a normal civilization. And look at that, Ezad using his Dragoons to build this 300 XP treasure. That's pretty nice. Ooh, KingOfOsmane leading some Dragoons for free. Trying to go for a forward town center. But yeah, immediately he just want to go for that. So we have the first engagement coming in. Ezad also going for refrigeration. Both have some greed enjoyers. Kaister went for... Wait, what is this card? Kaiser went for 8 villagers into North America trade. Villagers earn extra coin when gathering natural resources. So apparently now you get coin while gathering hunt. Look at that. That is actually insane because 25 villagers on 0.15 coin. I mean, that's not bad at all. That's like, I don't know, like 5-6 extra villages on coin without having to mine any coin. So that's a pretty healthy. Now going for team 2 Lancers here. So I think this is where Team Kaiser and King wants to sort of push. They know they'll get outscaled by Russia even after going this greed. So Team Kaiser on 2 town centers. Kaiser even mixing in some axe riders to round up this unit composition. KingOfOsmane has 2 fags down, so believes it's time to push. Julian on the other hand, still on 3 town centers, pumping Strelets and villagers. What is King doing? 1 stable Dragoons with the 2 Falconets and 3 TCs, 35 CDBs. These are on 39 CDBs. Even getting this Wind Horses tech. So we'll keep a look on this Dragoon tech. Doesn't have Cap Combat yet, does not have Falconets yet. As I say that, he sends his calf combat. Ooh, these two Falconets though might get picked off. They are not looking okay. Okay, good micro from King pulling these back. So yeah, I think Team Kaister has a superior unit composition. They have cavalry and falconet in the mix. Uh, so yeah, they are looking to push. Team Julian is defending, has his own two falconets here which might pop from his blockhouse. And we know Julian is the tree ticking micro and gets the first shot in. Dragoon's diving in to try and kill the falconet. This falconet on low HP. Falcon is taking a pot shot of the Stellads. Both players diving in. Both Falcon shooting the infantry. Dragoon's trying to chase the Falconets. These axe riders going on the skirmishers, but yeah, pushing into town center, blockhouse, and both Falconets alive. This was such a good hold from Team Julian. All these axe riders, they just can't dive into all these cav combated dragoons. Yeah, I think Team Ezad and Julian are looking good here. 59 villages for Julian, 46 CDB for Ezad, sorry for Osmane. Oh, so KingOfOsmane is actually ahead in CDB count. And he has also sent refrigeration and cap combat. So I think King might be slightly just barely ahead of Ezad. But I think it's Kaister who is just falling behind everyone. 52 villages, 2 town centers. But yeah, Russia will I think just outboom the longer the game goes on. So I think Kaiser also knows he's on a timer. And so he is sort of doing this cap switch, looking dragoons here, might get pushed off here as well. Where is Kaiser's army? Kaiser's army is over here, Julian's army is over here. Julian going full treaty mode, dropping down mills, dropping down these beautiful pillarless walls, booming up down 3 town centers. So yeah, I think definitely the longer this game goes on, it favors Julian and Ezad, because of course Julian is the #1 treaty player and is especially good in late game, and his civils Russia is also better in late game. So I think Julian and Ezad's win condition is just to sort of try to hold, boom, and they will eventually just outscale and win. Team King and Kaister has to make something happen here. KingOfOsmane booming away, going for double dragoons. I think a solid play could have been, either King or Kaister going a quick H4, because Julian and Ezad went so greedy, and they could have been able to sort of push with the strong H4 shipments like 18 Vakina rifles, this Akichita card, or maybe even heavy cannons from KingOfOsmane. But they are deciding to focus on this town center. How many villages does Julian have? Only has 3 or 6 villages there, so wouldn't mind losing that too much. Even shipping advanced arsenal to buff his Stellads. Oh man. So we'll have another big engagement here. So Kaiser trying to use the range of Vakinas to sort of kite these Stellads. Does have a decent axe rider mass though. KingOfOsmane still massing dragoons. Yeah, I just don't think mass dragoons is the play here versus dragoon Strellet composition. Maybe he needs to make some cannons here. You have a lot of coin mines on Siberia. These are now going for a cure switch. Kaiser 63 villagers and look at Julian. Already on 19 villages. With even and has already completed his mill transition.
Здравствуйте. Готов.
So let's with 5 speed now and all the techs just going in. So let's just go forward. KingOfOsmane going for a YOLO Dragoon raid, leaving Kaister to defend this. Team Ezad and Julian are just going in for the kill. They know Kaiser is alone here. King now supposed to go back with all his dragoons. I think there were some raids going on here, but these Fatina rifles are just getting shot by the Strelets, losing some villagers here. Julian going to age 4. Kaiser on tag dance. They have to crush this fight to be able to still remain in this game. But look at that. Look at that farming and look at that cover of the Falcon inspired team Julian and all the axe riders just went to the dragoons. One Falk still alive. How much damage has that? How have those two files of Julian done? This is why we call him the number one treaty. Look at that artillery file. Files are still alive. I think Kaiser and Kaiser and King just had a far more military count, but yeah, just the better micro here, allowing them to take better trades. And just look at the score now. Kaiser's half of his economy is idle. He has lost all of his land mass, and Julian and Ezad just are just way ahead in eco. This is the point where some war chiefs still just struggle to keep up with the European economies usually. And look at this, 4 blockhouse Shillet mass, just Shillet holds coming in. Is even in age 4, sending in the factories, score massively in favor, even doing operational raids to buy time. Yeah, this just looks dire for Team King and Kaister. So King also macroing for age 4 finally. Ezad has also now caught up in the bill count, some cure on cure action here. Yeah, I think Ezad and King's score and economy are neck and neck. Maybe King is just slightly 5% ahead, but yeah, Kaiser has just fallen way behind now. He's even forced to do now a mill plantation switch, which is always painful, and we just now have these superior cost effective guards skillets. Kaiser trying to go for a raid now, which is what you want actually when you're this far behind. A good raid or a good counter, maybe that can bring you back in the game. But he'll find Julian's walls with the fortification upgrades, and uh, Julian Ezad will just push into KingOfOsmane's face. And there's no way pure Dragoon can trade versus Shredded Dragoon, especially each with Shellets with all the advanced arsenal tanks. Look at these guys. These guys are as good as veteran skirmishers now. And they cost very well. And yeah, King taps out. And yeah, this is GG. Game number 3 taken by Julian and Ezad there. Yeah, I think game 3 promised to be what a team game is actually usually goes. We had a pretty much like a greedy macro game by all 4 players on Siberia. Julian going for FF into 3 TCs, man. When do we ever see that? And Ezad also going FF Dragoons into 3 TCs. I think Kaiser and King had a pretty solid opening. Both went for the semi FF. They killed Julian's trading post. They killed two or three villages of Julian. They raided Ezad a bit, and they sort of had map on their side. But I think we just quickly see the military graph here. Yeah, this is where things went south. I think Kaister and King had the superior unit population. And remember, these are Makina rifles and axe riders, versus these are just literally 90s fillets from Julian. But that Falconet micro here and here, it was just too good by Julian. And even despite having a stronger sort of military composition, the outsiders just did nothing. They just went into the dragoons, and the dragoons studied falconets of Julian and Izard, just got the better trades, and all the greed of Julian just paid off. They just had to hold a couple of fights, and yeah, and Russia just, especially Julian's Russia, with all the macro setup, just outboomed and outscaled Kaister. So yeah, well played. And yeah, Series 1 in the Royal Clan Helter Skelter tournament goes to uh, Ezad and Julian. But remember, guys, it's 2-1, and there are many more series to be played. So let's not count Team King and Kaiser out just yet. Maybe they win all their other series, and we might have a same matchup in this finals. But yeah, uh, this series goes deservedly to Team Julian and Izar. Let me quickly update this. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. But yeah, pretty interesting team games. Uh, I would argue a nice break from all the 1v1s we have had. We had that ESOP tournament, we had that uh, recent ESAT tournament. Now, Royal Clan mixing it up with a nice 2v2 invitational tournament, and we have already seen some wacky strategies, which are not usually how the 1v1 meta goes. And we even have more games lined up. Let me just quickly tell out the other teams, so you guys can be hyped for the other matches. So the other team is Frontline Optimus. The fourth team is um, Tit and Chef Sudist, and the fifth team is Anger's Minimold. So yeah, uh, every team will play every other team. So expect to see a lot of cool 2v2 best of threes being played out in the next 2-3 weeks, and we'll try to bring all the action live. Otherwise, we'll really bring you the cool recorded games. But yeah, stay tuned here, guys, and thank you Royal Clan for hosting this tournament, and thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed the game. Sorry for the couple of technical glitches, but yeah, we'll fix them even more going forward. Just a second before I close the stream. So what is the chat saying? So Julian educating on the pillarless wall meta. Oh man, you can't argue with the, the treaty man, Julian. If he is doing something, that is how the game is meant to be played late game. Yeah, so Pratyush saying, can I show the teams? I'll quickly load up that file. Wait, okay, need to sort of um, no. Okay, I need to somehow scale this image. Hmm. So just give me a second, guys. We just want to show you the all the teams once, and then uh, we'll stop the stream for now. Yep, I am pretty bad at this OBS stuff. I must admit. Yeah, I think that's it for now, guys. We'll surely show the all the teams once when we load up the stream next time, and hopefully things will go a lot smoother that time. But I hope you did enjoy these games. I certainly enjoyed them. I think game two was my favorite out of the series, but we did see some cool macro stuff happening in game three, which is usually how team games go. And greed always wins. That's the team mantra, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to Royal Clan. Donate for the tournaments. It's your donations and your support that keeps these tournaments going. And yeah, be ready for more action. And thank you. Bye.